Hello, everyone. Welcome to our presentation, Challenges of the ELTBA program at the Buap, Alumni's Perceptions. My name is Leonel Ojeda Ruiz, and my partner is Diana Guadalupe Bañuelo Centeno. The purpose of the study is twofold. First, it intends to identify the perceptions that alumni have about their ELTBA program. And second, the study intends to suggest possible curricular changes to improve the program, taking into account the participants' opinions. In order to achieve this purpose, we have two research questions. Number one, what perceptions do lay students have about their curriculum? And what suggestions do the participants provide in order to make possible changes to this curriculum? The methodology. The study was conducted at the Faculty of Languages at the Buap. We are following a qualitative approach, and we also have a case study. Regarding the participants, 9 alumni from the ELT program were the participants of the study. 5 of them are females, 4 are males. They are all currently working in different institutions, and they work in private and public institutions, and they have from 1 to 4 years of teaching experience.
The instrument that we used was a semi-structured interview. This interview has 10 open questions, and from the procedure of the data collection, a piloting process was necessary in order to ask the correct questions. Then a message was posted on Facebook in order to recruit the participants from this project. Just 9 of them answered it, and they participate with us. The interviews were conducted. They were recorded and transcribed to facilitate the analysis, and from this analysis, we have a number of categories that help to answer the research questions. This figure shows the first research question, that is alumni's perceptions. In this first research question, we have 3 categories. The first category is useful preparation for the real context. The second category is neutral preparation for the real context. And the third category is not so useful preparation for the real context. In the first category, that is useful preparation for the real context, 3 participants expressed the following. Participant 3 said the following. Most of the teachers that I have were really prepared, and they told me how the career or the English language teachers thing will be. So most of them helped me. I just need practice and practice on experience in order to get in experience. I could say that the program helped me. Participant 5 said the following. I think that the teacher, the school, I have a good program because from 0 level, like a true beginner, to have a B2 in lesson in 2 years, for me was like an excellent level comparison that, yeah, I learned a little stuff at school. Participant 6 said the following. I learned so much in the teaching courses, like experiences with children and other with adults, that help because after that you had to do your professional practice, and it helped a lot to have experience about teaching. I believe that the program was helpful because they put in the context, like you are going to be a teacher, you should practice with certain context. As you can see, the 3 participants expressed that the program was helpful for them because they feel prepared in the real context as a teachers. The second category is neutral preparation for the real context. In this In this category, just one participant expressed the following. I guess kind of. Could be half and half because you always face a lot of situations that they cannot prepare or they couldn't not prepare me a lot to face. I'm teaching. So I guess it's 50-50. Well, we call this category neutral because this participant said that he feel like is useful and not useful. Even he expressed that is 50-50. That's why we call neutral preparation. Well, in the third category is not so useful preparation for the real context. In this category, 5 participants expressed the following. Participant 2 expressed the following. Prepared like that? No. I learned from the experience and some advices from my supervisors in the practice. For the final practice and professional experience for adults and children, but the lay program did not help me. Target language is another course of English did not help me how to teach real English. Participant 4 said the following. I remember pedagogy. That class, I think, it was not useful for me. I just learned theory and authors, but I didn't learn techniques about some other kind of knowledge that can help me to be teacher in the real context. But I can say that the program prepared me, not at all. Participant 7 expressed the following. Partially, I wouldn't say it's completely fulfill all the necessities or the profile of what an English teacher should be. I think it could be better if, for example, you could decide you could specialize in teaching to children or specialize in teaching to adults because it was like a mixture of very different things. Participant 8 said the following. The content from several subjects because I have several subjects. I have several teachers and honestly, they were not good teachers. In the real context, not, because I learn more things when I start teaching in front of a group. So I think it was not successfully for me. The last participant is participant 9, and this participant expressed the following. Successfully, not necessarily. There are certain things that we see when we are teaching, when we are in the working area, when we are in the real context, and that is something that we are not taught when we are in the major, and I think it should be implemented in some way. Well, according all these participants, they express that they need more preparation for be a good English teacher. They don't feel prepared right now to be a teacher, and they said that they were not good prepared during the major. That's why we call not so useful preparation. Okay, moving out to the second research question, that is suggestions to change the curriculum. As you can see, we have two categories. The first category is practical knowledge, and the second category is self-developmental knowledge. Okay, the first category, it's practical knowledge. In this category, 4 participants express the following. It could be the way that we explain or make the subject easy for the students. So make the language easy for the students because they thought in the English program, they teach you how structures work, how phonetic work, but they need some subjects in order to explain us how to teach those to the students. Make them easy for them. The participant and I said the following. I wish that every time that we were taught something, we were put into the context to practice it, to really see what it's like, and maybe in the real context, because sometimes teachers say like you are gonna pretend that you are in a class with your classmates and in the classroom like with all of us, and I think it's important that they implement some what we are closing to reality, to what we face when we are teaching. Participant 5 said the following: but in terms of practicum, we need to have more. I mean, that area of an improvement, it has to be like reinforced for being a teacher. We need to have more teaching hours like the children, adolescents, or teens experiences. In adult experience is not enough. Participant 7 expressed the following: they should do like they should or they should organize these two branches or three branches even, one of the teaching adults, one for teaching children, and one for teaching the teenagers, because it's kind of difficult sometimes to adapt to different contexts, and it's not the same teaching to children and the way you do teach your to adults. I think they should organize these three branches of the major, and also, well, I think the teaching part should be more important. Okay, as all these participants expressed, for them it's important that we need more practical subjects in the in the lay program. That's why they suggest to implement something to improve that part. Okay. The second category is self-developmental knowledge. In this category, 5 participants expressed the following. Participants 2 said, it needs a little more, principally for teaching classes, teaching activities, and administration and investigation, of course. Mainly investigation. Well, I consider investigation and academic writing could be helpful areas. Participant 3 said the following: maybe the program should include like workshops to improve pronunciation, but I think that that course could be complemented with another workshop to practice or to develop these skills in order to have a good pronunciation as English teachers. Participant 4 said the following: I think that we should adapt the curriculum to that area of culture, because I think culture is important when you are teaching a language. There should be more classes about culture, because sometimes we don't know culture, and I think it's important because I can imagine students asking you questions about the countries that where the language are spoken, and well, that's why I think that we should improve in that area culture, and also, as I said, the area of teaching. The participant 6 said, I feel like the program should have more target languages, because I have seen that some of my classmates are not, they don't have the level to be giving classes even after they end the major, and it's like, wait, do you really have everything that is considered to work as a teachers, and also have more experience with real students, with real context, that you are in a classroom? Well, according all the participant number 8 expressed the following: preparation courses for getting a good English level B2 at least. Maybe it can be implemented FCE course for students because that is we need a good English level if we want to be English teachers. According to these participants, they claim that they need more areas to to improve their own necessities to teach to the students. So that's why they suggest to make some changes to get a better program.
Okay, well, now that we have presented all the information about the research questions, we could obtain basically two conclusions from the study. The first one is, when students face the real context, there seems to be a mismatch between the knowledge acquired in the program and in their performance uh, in the particular teaching institutions, which reflects that the majority of the participants consider that they need more training to be better prepared for the real context. And the second conclusion is, according to the participants, more practical knowledge is necessary to face the real context. This may suggest a lack of balance between theory and practice in the lay program. As you can see, with this information and with this conclusion, we have successfully achieved the purpose of our study. And that's it for the presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.